Well, hi, and welcome to another LRCC Soundbite. Predicting what is going to happen has been something that humans have tried to do for thousands of years, sometimes in positive ways and sometimes in negative. I guess it depends what our basis is for making a prediction. I'm sitting on a chair right now. As I sat down, I suppose in my mind I was predicting that the chair would hold me and it wouldn't collapse under me. It's experience that helps me make that prediction. Experience that tells me that this chair has never failed me before. You know, I'm sure if I lived long enough to sit on this chair every day, eventually one day it would break. But I'm confident it's not going to be today. Most days I check the weather forecast, just in case it has some bearing on what might happen. You know, I suppose experience has taught me that things aren't always quite as certain in this area. So maybe in addition to looking at the BBC, I might also look out of the window and decide whether I think they're right or wrong. You know, on Friday, it wasn't supposed to rain. And yet there was me running outside to get the washing in because it was starting to rain and quite a lot of water came out of the sky. Then there are things I couldn't possibly know. Whether a particular horse will win a race or whether my numbers come up in a lottery somewhere. Many Christians stay away from and avoid gambling because there's no way of predicting what the outcome will be. And the Bible says actually it's not a great thing to get involved in. You know, we can try and make predictions based on form, on weather, on gut feeling, but in reality the result could be anything. The Bible tells us all sorts of things about the past and about the future. It talks about what the future will look like for everyone who loves and accepts Jesus. It's a future where we get to spend the whole of forever living in God's presence, with God, in a world remade in a perfect way, just as God originally created it to be. The Bible doesn't tell us when that will be. In fact, it specifically says, and I quote, "No one knows the day or the hour." So, you know, if anyone says the end of the world is going to happen next Tuesday at 2 o'clock, I won't believe them. Now, of course, anyone could write a book predicting the future in some way. And actually, you know, to a large extent, we'd never know whether it was right or not. So the Bible brings in some credibility, and it does that by in some of the earlier books, earliest writings, there are predictions made about things that are going to happen. Yeah, we're going to celebrate Christmas soon. There are many predictions or what are commonly called prophecies in the Bible about Jesus coming into the world, about the things he was going to do and how he would die and all sorts of things about that. They're things that we can see and read in those early books, and then we see them come to pass as we read the later books in the Bible. These are the things that as a Christian I see in the Bible, and they help me believe because that builds my experience. You know, I can see a prediction, I can see it come true. That starts to help me believe through experience what's going to come to pass, just like sitting on my chair. Now, more than that, through prayer, through the Bible, through talking to other Christians, God makes us promises personally as well. And as they come to pass, it grows our experience, it grows our faith in God, and we have more trust in him. It's the same with any friend, isn't it? I'm sure we've all had friends who, whilst being a good friend, might not always do everything that they say they're going to do. But equally, we can have those friends with whom we can have total trust, total reliability on them. We know when they promise something, they will move everything, heaven and earth, as they say, to make that happen. And that's who Jesus is for me, a friend who's always there and always comes through. So I know that what Jesus says isn't something that just might happen. It's not a punt on whether a particular horse will come in, but it's as sure as sitting on the strongest chair that will never break. It will never fail. Really happy to talk to you. If you want to talk more about it, always feel free to get in touch with me. God bless you. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time.